Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Friday night, July 19th, 2024, and I'm Tina. If you're new here, I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in beautiful Nova Scotia, Canada. And to all my friends returning, welcome. I'm sure you've noticed, different introduction, right? I am using a webcam. I am finally able to do virtual live classes via Zoom, which is what I'm recording on, as well as Facebook Lives, because I haven't been able to. If you know, you know. I've either had really awful internet service because we've been rural and we finally got fiber op, which is awesome, but not when it came to picture quality, when it came to doing anything live. Until now, this little webcam is magic. $33, I think I paid, maybe 35 Canadian. And look at, it's so nice and clear. I was able to demonstrate a card with my team on Monday because I think it was Monday, yes. I was just so excited when I got the webcam. I'm like, let's get together so I can make a card with you guys and give me your feedback. And so I am really excited about this. So I thought I'm going to do an introduction for tonight's video using my webcam and letting you guys know about the new live classes I have coming up. So if you're not already subscribed to my email newsletters, make sure that you do that so that you know when my classes are going to be available. I have the Changing Leaves bundle class coming up, and that will be the end of this month is when registration closes. And then I'm going to have my August and September class, and then I'm going to have some holiday classes tucked in there too. So I'm really excited. And today I'm using the Changing Leaves bundle, and it is a gorgeous bundle. It's been recently released in our online exclusives, which if you're not sure what that is, it's just new product that Stampin' Up! Is releasing. You don't have to be a VIP or special just because it's exclusive. It's available to everybody. So hop onto my online store, take a look at some of the new products that we have. And this Changing Leaves bundle is gorgeous. And I'm really excited to start stamping. So let's get to it.
Here is the bundle. So we've got the beautiful stamp set with, there's 5 sentiments in this. So you are amazing in every single way. I couldn't have done it without you. Here for you, thank you, and a little note to brighten your day. So sentiments you can use for so many different occasions. And you can tell I've been playing with this. Look how big this stamp is, you guys. It's so big, it's awesome. Awesome. I love anything to do with leaves, so of course I had to get this stamp set. And there are dies, of course, because you just saw me take all kinds of die cuts out of this. So we've got the big die, and then we have the circle die. We've got these 2 oval dies. We've got the outline leaves, the little leaves, a sprig of something or other. That's always fun. And this die coordinates with these stamps, but it also fits in this awesome hybrid embossing folder. So if you haven't used our hybrid embossing folders before, we've had oranges and there's a few others. What that means is you can basically snap your die into your embossing folder, put your paper in, close it up, and it embosses and cuts at the same time. Okay, so stinking cool. So you can use the embossing folder on its own or with the dies. So let me do a quick little demonstration for you. Again, it's Friday night. We're having a bonfire. I never did make it out to the bonfire last Friday. I actually worked on the video that I uploaded until 1:30 in the morning. Oh my gosh, friends. Sometimes the videos take a little bit of time, not gonna lie. Sometimes they take a bit of time. It's surprising how much is involved with videos. But I wouldn't keep doing them if I didn't love doing them for you, right? Okay, so I'm putting my die on I'm just using white paper, and I'm going to show you why. I am going to put let me move this in so you can see. Put my block in like that, and I'm going to emboss. I have an idea of what I want to do. Stamping on the fly, which, do I even have to say that anymore? I think you guys probably know. That's what I do all the time. And I just realized I had forgotten to put my lamps on, so hopefully the lighting is better. All right. my static remover. Let's put the dies back on. And I'm going to stamp this with Versamark. So my stamp is stained, but it's fine. It's going to do everything I want it to do. And before I forget, I'm going to grab a Post-it note or washi tape. Washi tape is closer, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to put a little bit of washi tape to hold this in place. Very lightly, because washi tape can tear your paper if you go to take it off again. That's why Post-it notes work really well. Okay. Thanks to everyone, by the way, that left comments after my last video where I said I'm going to try not to do very much editing. I really appreciate your comments. And when I say editing, if I make mistakes, quite often, in fact, most of the time, I will keep my mistakes in the video so you guys can see how I fix them. But what I do when I'm editing is I will take out maybe bits and pieces of the video or fast forward the video so that, you know, it's not 3 hours long kind of thing. So that's kind of what I meant by that. And I really appreciated all your comments. Okay. And I'm really glad you guys liked my last video too. Yay, that's awesome. That always makes me happy. All right. So we have that one stamped. Let's go ahead and do the maple leaf. Perfect for us Canadians. Gotta have a maple leaf. And you know, when you're stamping on the dies like that, like what I'm doing, it's almost like the stamps just kind of fall into place with the die. It's very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, what else have I got for blocks? I need another block. Let's see if this next stamp will fit on this one. Oh, yes it does. Okay. Move it so you can see what I'm doing. This is going to be a quick card. I'm going to see how fast I can do this video because we are having another bonfire tonight. And we got our gang coming over. So at the end of our lane, we live out in the country, as I mentioned, I think earlier. And there's 4 of us at the end of our lane. And we've got woods behind us and the river. And so we have our friend Gary and Greg and Beth and her kids. And we have friends across the street with their kiddos who might come over. So we love getting together and having our hot dogs and marshmallows. You gotta have marshmallows, right? And treats. Okay, so we're gonna do that tonight. And I still wanted to get a video out. It's 5 o'clock. So this is going to be fast. This is going to be fast. Now, I was pulling out the gold. Yeah, sure. I was going to originally use... I was going to use white. Yes, I'm going to stick with white. Okay, let me get the white. You can use clear, but I'm using white because the only reason being, I mean, both will work, but I don't have very much clear left. I need to get some more embossing powder, and I'm anxious to try the new Wow powders because I've been hearing a lot of good about them. Okay, I'm gonna zap that with my heat tool. I missed a little bit of ink here. That's fine. I'm gonna roll with it, right? And that's something you guys probably have heard me say a lot of times. Don't worry about it. It's all good. We can fix it. It's gonna be fine. So that's embossed. Probably can't see it white on white. You know, that would make it difficult for you guys to see, but that's fine. I'm just turning it back and forth, and I can see I've missed a little bit of powder here, so I'm just going to quickly give it another zaporama. If you're new to heat embossing, you do want to turn your paper a little bit in the light so you can see if there's dry powder. And again, I'm showing you this with a white sample, which makes it very hard to see. But I'm going to show you some magic in a second. I'm going to pull in my water painters Just let's see which one we want. We'll use this one. So there is water in this water painter, but I am just bringing in a bowl of water, and I'm gonna need some re-inker. So I just grabbed Lemon Lime Twist, Shy Shamrock, and Summer Splash. So I know a lot of people took advantage of our starter kit in May, where you got these in your kit for free. So you can use these this way. If you don't have these colors, of course, use what you have. If you don't have re-inkers or ink refills, same thing. Just tap your clear blocks with your ink pad or scribble on some marker, and you can pick up ink that way. But for this technique, I really think the ink refills is your best bet. You know what? I think I'd like a little bit of purple in there. Where's my purple? What we got here? What's this? Petunia Pop, another new one. How perfect. I guess most of my new ones were at the front of my storage here. Okay, so I'm going to pick up some water. We're going to work with the big leaf first. And this is not a new technique, and I've shown it before on my channel, but you know what? Who says we can only do techniques once? Not me. Use them as many as you want because they're fun. So I'm just tapping, dropping the ink down. This does work better by a long shot with our watercolor cardstock, but I'm also out of that. Guys, I've been using my stuff, so I need to place an order and get some more. Okay. So I'm just staying in the lines, and that embossing is keeping all the colors in there. Let's do some more lemon lime. Okay, gonna do this one. Now there's a pattern on these leaves from this stamp, so so that's why it's kind of, see there. Okay, let's drop some of this color in, get some more lemon lime twist. I need some more of that actually, because I added a little bit of water with that green in there, so I want to keep that separate. Okay, next one. Told you, gonna keep this quick. This is a quick lickety split card. Oh my gosh, that's a good name for card classes. Lickety split card classes. Okay, that's mine. I said it first. I think that may happen. Stand by. Stand by for the details. I'm just playing. I'm just playing and dropping colors in and letting that water move it, and it's looking really pretty. When I do the maple leaf, you'll see the difference versus doing this with a very high detailed image. And I'm kind of cleaning my water brush before I go into that lemon lime twist. Look at this. This is going to be so pretty. I want some more color down here. Let's go into this one. I'm putting on quite a generous amount of water now. I did get a big drop there, which I don't want that, so I'm going to tap that off. Get some more water. And some of this color. And some more lemon lime twist. So you can add your colors until you get the intensity of the color that you want, right? So you can do it darker, lighter, whatever floats your boat. See here, I'm adding some more. So let me show that to you close up. Look it. Try doing this with feathers. If you have a feather stamp or stamps, oh, that would be so pretty with feathers. Okay, so I'm not worried about my water not being super clear. This is really going to show you what I'm doing here. And I also have other videos under my technique playlist that shows this I actually forget the technical term for this technique. So I'm going to pick up and drop and see the difference. I should have started with the maple leaf because it's way different when you've got bigger areas for the color to flow, and you really want to make sure you've got a lot of water on that image. Pick up another color, drop it. Let's put some more water in there. As I said, this is not a new technique. A lot of people have used this technique. It is a fabulous technique. If you've never tried it, I encourage you to try it because it is pretty darn cool. I'm just making sure I got all my bits colored. Oh my goodness, I'm loving this. Okay, let me show you. So imagine if you did emboss that with gold. Jeez Louise, that would be pretty. I'm gonna go along the stem so I get a little bit of an outline. I'm actually gonna do that for all of them. I'm just gonna go around the edge because I am gonna die cut these. I'm gonna die cut these, so I don't want my edges to be white. So just adding a very soft wash of color around them. I'm gonna do the same thing for this one, but I'll use this color. Whoop. Okay, we're out of that color, so we're gonna go into this color. I am in my happy place. Today I finished designing for my Christmas in July class. Everything's being cut this weekend. So if you signed up for that class, it is going to be ready to be mailed. And I'm very excited on the 25th. Again, if you're not part of my newsletters, make sure you are so you know when I've got it posted. So if you want to get just the PDF version with the unlisted class, you can. It's over 2 hours. All right, see? Okay, I can't wait to cut these. And then this one's going to be the purple one because we don't have petunia pop in there, and I might go back and add some petunia pop. I'm going to use what I have. So I'm going to use some of this lemon lime twist, drop it down, working kind of fast because I don't want my water to all dry, and just see, it's magic. I need more water. And then drop it. This works way different when you've got a big outline stamp versus the detailed stamps like this, but still, I'm thinking it's looking pretty darn cool. And I'm going to take some of that petunia pop and just, let's get some water on here first. I'm going to put a little bit on these leaves. Just to, why not? Why not? Just to see. It might look good. Splatter it around a bit. Oh yes. It does look good. It brightens them right up. So much so that I want to do it to my maple leaf. But I really like the maple leaf. I'm not going to do too much because I don't want to muck this up. I really like how my maple leaf looks. Oh, just a bit. Oh, but see, that looks good too. See, now I wasn't going to do that because I'm like, oh, I like it the way it is. But now I like it more. Yay. All right. The only thing is I want a little bit of, well, do I? I was going to put some more blue in this one. No, we'll leave it. This is going to be a lickety-split, whoops, a lickety-split video, right? So let's move right along. Move right along. I'm going to dry this. You could set it aside to dry. I'm going to dry it and then die cut it. Now, before I put my heat tool away, I'm going to bring my mat in. You guys have probably seen me do this before, but maybe some of you haven't. I'm going to take my Stampin' Spritzer I'm going to spritz on my paper, again, basic white, because there's ink on here that I don't want to waste. And I'm just going to stamp it down. That's fine. Over here, not going to worry about that. Let it absorb into the paper, and voila. Okay, just dab that. So now I've got a pretty background for more cards, or bookmarks, whichever. So that is what I usually do, almost always, when I have leftover ink on a block. So I'll come back to this. But right now, I want to get this cut and embossed. So I'm going to bring in this paraphernalia. Let's move this water before I spill it everywhere. And I'm going to lock this in just like so. And I'm going to line these up. Now actually, what would be easier is to trim these out. And actually, because this is a little bit damp, I'm probably going to get even more intensely embossed images, which you already do get quite intensely embossed images with these hybrid embossing folders, but the paper's still a bit damp, so this is going to be fun. Okay, so this is how I do it. I'm sure there's other ways, but this is how I'm doing it. So I'm just lining everything up. Oh my gosh, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome. Close it. Then I'm going to put my gray mat down, my gray plate, and run it through. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, let's see. That's so pretty. Look at this one. Really, really nice. This turned out pretty too. All right, let's turn these into a card. So while I have this out, I'm going to take a piece of cardstock. Let's take some, let's just go with, what have we got here? Blackberry Bliss. Let's use that. So I'm going to trim this down to measure 4 by 5 1/4, or am I? No, I'm going to cut this down at 5 1/2. So this would be my card base. So it's 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. So there's my card base. And what else have I got here? You know what? I think I'm just going to do white. Just going to do white. So I'm going to cut this down to measure 4 by 5 1/4. I'll do this one at the same size, so I'll put that on the inside of my card. So I just put my white on the inside, and now I'm going to run this through. No right or wrong with how this is put into your embossing folder. All right, look at this. Look at this. Oh my. That is so deep. It actually looks like you've put textured paste on it. That's what it looks like. Really good, really awesome. Okay, so let's put this on my card base. What time are we at? 20 after 5. See, even the deboss side, so cool. You know I have to use that technique, that blackout technique that I showed a few months ago on my channel. Yeah, you know I have to try that with this embossing folder. Okay, glue. Glue, why are you not cooperating? Let's use the other end. There we go. All right. Lickety split. Let's put this on. Okay. Just put a sentiment on that, friends, and then it's really a lickety split card, because that is absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's bring these in. These are not fully dry, But you know what? That's fine, because I'm just going to scrunch them up while they're still damp. And then I get like all kinds of dimension. You don't have to do this. If you know me, you know I love scrunching. I'm a scruncher. I'm a scruncher. I wonder if that's a real word. I don't know. But I sure do like that extra dimension. And then when these dry, they're gonna like be really even more cool. But if you just put them on without scrunching, they're still gonna be cool. They're still gonna be awesome. Okay. Those need to really be dry before I put them on the card. So I may have to zap them again. But let's work on the sentiment first. So, let's see. What do we got? How about I use this circle. I'm going to cut it out. And we'll start with that. Hote. I'm going to emboss thank you in white. I've decided. Da, 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 da. I need to go feed my doggies. I don't know where the day is gone. The days are going by very stinking fast. That's for sure. Alright, let's get my white embossing powder back. And I'm going to emboss that. I've decided these need some gold on them. They just do. They need some gold. Alright, I'm going to do something just a little bit radical. Because it's Friday night, and that's when you do radical things. But be good. Okay, so I have my piercing mat. I have my silicone mat. I have my water painter. Let's bring this water back in. And I have my gold embossing powder on standby. Watch. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to tap. Don't want to ruin all that watercolor I put on. But while that's wet, we're going to sprinkle on some embossing powder. Okay. I'm going to do that to the other ones. Just a bit. Hard to see where I'm getting it. So you gotta work fast. You also, I just realized, you gotta dry these before that water dries. So let's do these two first. Definitely has some pretty gold flakes in there. I'm loving it. This one not so much because the water resisted off of that embossing, but there's still gold in there. Can you guys see that? There's definitely gold. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that. You can definitely see the gold speckles in there. Yeah, that's working just fine. Okay, let's do this one. All right. This is so pretty. Not your traditional leaf colors, but who says you have to use traditional autumn colors or whatever? Let's heat it. That is quite pretty. Can you guys see the gold speckle? I really hope so. It's not like in your face. Like if you were to stamp it, like I'm going to show you some cards in my card class featuring this bundle that I was talking to you about earlier, where I did stamp the splatters on and it looks great. But this is really subtle and really pretty. Okay, let's get them on. Let's get them on. Let's get them on. Ooh, let's get them on. Okay, I won't sing again. Sorry, guys. It's Friday. And I'm really happy about that. Okay. I could be the singing stamper. No? Okay. I don't even need your comments on that. I know. It's all good. This needs a little glue. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, and when you're working like with 3D like this, you know, it might cost you a little bit more in postage, but that's fine. Whoever you're sending your special cards to, I mean, they're worth it, right? They're worth it. Okay, I need to figure out where I'm putting things. I'm gonna hush for a second and figure out what the frig I'm doing. Okay. Because I don't want to, I want to see everything. I want to see all my pretty leaves and stuff. Let's put this in the middle. Okay, that might work good here. I'm gonna pop that up. I'm gonna get some dimensionals. It's now 5:30. I can see my honey driving up the lane. So I must hurry because I want to go visit with him. So we're going to put the thank you there. Maybe that's up a little bit too high. Let's just pull it down before it's on there like flint. There we go. Ain't going nowhere now. So I'm kind of, oh yes, I do like that there. Let's just glue that on. Ooh, put some glue on there, Tina? Need some glue? No thanks, I'm good. Okay. Let's put that there. Oh, that looks nice along the circle. Let's put a little glue there. Oh my gosh. This makes me happy. Okay, this one. We're gonna just tuck this somewhere. Where shall I tuck you? There. Let's just do it there. Okay. Coming along. All right. Little gold ribbon. Pull out the gold flakes and the leaves. My handy dandy ribbon maker. Gonna wrap it around twice. I know you guys have seen me use this before. If you haven't seen this before, it's just a piece of wood and it's got some holes drilled in it. I know people are gonna ask, so I'm gonna pull out my ruler. Take a screenshot, friends. There you go. So it's spaced at about 1/4 of an inch, an inch and a half, 2 inches, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4 is pretty much the spacing. And so depending on how wide apart you have them on is going to determine the size of your bow. So the closer together, the smaller the bow. The wider apart, the bigger the bow. And it works like a hot diggity-doo. And I love it. And that's from my friend Barb. And my husband made a whole bunch for me one year so I could give them to my club members, and they love them. Okay. Glue dot. You might want to try styrofoam too. That wood, it's just scrap wood. Someone's probably gonna ask. That's probably like what? An inch? Maybe not quite. 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so just scrap wood. All right, let's just stick this right here. Oh my gosh, look at this. For a lickety split last minute, I gotta get a video up. I want to do something for my friends. I'm pretty darn pleased with this. And I've already made a mess of my desk. It was so tidy after all my filming earlier today for my classes. Here we go. No, that's not the take your pick tool and that I want. And I don't know where the other one is. Yes, I do. It's right here. Here we go. Okay, glue dot. I'm going to put a glue dot here. I'm just going to put some glue dots down randomly, willy-nilly, just to kind of keep things where I want them while still keeping the dimension. Oh my. What are we going to use for embellishments? I mean, this is pretty as it is, I think, but I think we need some embellishments, some sparkle. I'm just going to use my rhinestones. And I'm going to put, and I know I want one there, so let's start there. And let's put one here. Isn't it amazing how things like rhinestones, like they just kick up your card? I'm going to leave it at that because otherwise I think it's going to be kind of busy. And there's my completed card. And I'll stamp the inside later, Gator, because it's Friday night and I got hot dogs to put on the barbecue and some gin and tonic to pour. So I hope you enjoyed this card. I had so much fun making it. Let me show you the cards coming up in my next class. Okay, and we have a plane going by, so it's making a racket. Alright, so the cards in the class. My changing bundles, my changing leaves class. So here's one of the cards. Let me zoom out a bit for you guys. There you go. Isn't that pretty? So instead of stamping with Versamark, I stamped with Early Espresso, and you can see the splatters of gold that they were stamped on, right? Really, really pretty. Then here's, and as I mentioned in my class today, I think I must say, really, really pretty. Isn't that pretty? I think I say it a lot, but just bear with me because I think it's so pretty. There's another one. Might be hard to tell on the camera, but the black is embossed, right? More gold embossing. And then the third card, look at that, using all the different dies. So these are the cards in my upcoming Changing Leaves card class. So make sure you make sure you subscribe to my newsletter so you don't miss out on the details, and I'll also probably post it on my blog. Here's another card. This one I made with my team the other day. This was the first card I demonstrated using this new webcam that I'm loving so much. So again, if you need a webcam, I'm telling you, this webcam rocks. Here's another one that I made. By the way, I'm not filming on my webcam right now. My intro was a webcam, but now I can demonstrate because of my webcam. This is huge for me. All right, so there you go. Bunch of cards. Here's the one that I made today. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have fun with these techniques, with that emboss, resist, and the heat embossing, the dry embossing, the scrunching. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. That's it for me. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for watching. You know I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Take care and happy stamping.